Equal sign. So what's the whole going to be?
Less than or equal to.
Greater than equal to, because that's already less than. It's got to be the opposite. So it's going to be a how many tail test? One. Like, it's going to be a 1. All right. Right, and then you've got, what do I have to check to make sure I can use z-scores? Nope. NP and NQ. I like it. So what's N times P? What's N? 148. What's P? 0.22. Whatever the shit that is. And NQ, what's Q? 78. What do you get, sir? 32.56, and that is greater equal to 5. Check. And this one will be
115.44.
and that's at least 5. Check. So that check we just did means that it is normal enough. So I can use z-scores. I like it. If it wasn't normal enough, couldn't do shit. Yes.
Oh yeah. Well, I don't know. It's kind of a side note, but I know I messed up on that. I divided 27 by 148 and made that the percent.
Okay. That's not a huge mistake. We in the hypothesis test we assume that this is what P really is. So it is assuming you're right. Look at that. That's really what we're doing. Assuming this is correct. So do I have to use P hat and estimate? No, I know what the real thing is, 0.22. I'm going to assume that's the real thing. And then I'm going to see if that leads to a contradiction. If that was the real thing, any sample I take should be close to it. So that's the whole heart of a hypothesis test is this situation. Assuming you're right, look what I just did. You're wrong. So that's what we're trying to do in a hypothesis test. So this is the correct number. I'm going to use that. I only use P hat in one place in this whole thing, and that's on the 4th step when I want to make my Z star. So here alpha is 0.05. It's a one-tail test. I can use Z-scores. What's the rejection going to be? Rejection region. Region. What am I drinking? Somebody was like, is that tequila? I'm like, oh yeah, there's a worm right there. Shit. Can you guys find out what the rejection region would be defined with? What Z-score? I love you guys so much. You could use the T-score chart, of course, right? That's the best thing to use for hypothesis tests. 1.645. So this is the rejection region. And how do I say that in words? If my so if you just say this, and a few people do that, it doesn't make any sense. We do this if what? Yeah, if Z star is
less
greater than, then we can do this shit. Right? So you're just saying in words, how do you get into that rejection region? Well, you got to be beyond 1.645. Bam. Then you can do that. Then if you get in the rejection region, you can reject. Oh, that's crazy. Sometimes we name things correctly in math. Not too often. We don't want to set the bar too high. All right, and now that I've established what my sample needs to do, I go see what my sample did. So what can you get from the sample information? What can you calculate? What you were trying to do earlier, somebody. What can you calculate now? P hat. No, the p-value I can only get once I get Z star. I'm just now starting that bad boy. I need p hat. What's p hat mean?
27 divided.
No. What's p hat mean?
The yeses.
The percentage from sample. That's why it's got a little hat on it. What's x with a bar on it mean? Sample means. P with a little hat on it means sample percentage, right? So p hat is 27 out of 148. Whatever the shit that is, let's see, 59. Oh, it's like 0.18 almost. What is it?
0.18.
Sorry. See, kids, if you know math, you can't dance, but that's all right. So what, 0.18 exactly?
182.
182? Okay. All right. And then you just do your Z star formula. It's going to be sitting on your formula sheet. Don't try to force a percentage problem to use the X bar formula. It doesn't make any sense. This is P shit, so I'm going to use P hat minus, what do I put here? What's P? 0.22 divided by the square root. What goes in here?
42.
Good. 0.22 times 0.78 divided by 148. I'm really curious how this problem I made up on the fly comes out. I feel that Z is going to be kind of big. Noja. Oh, no, I'm totally wrong. It's not bad. Well, they didn't write. What are you guys getting? I'm surprised that it's not too bad.
I got a negative number.
Yeah, of course.
Negative one.
Why did I put, all right. So, I just wanted to prove I'm human. What's wrong with my rejection
You
region?
put greater than it.
Yeah, what should it be?
Less.
Less
That's-
than.
Oh, that was.
I like it. So this should be over here. And this should say what? If Z star is less than.
So I was right.
I don't remember what you said.
I was like, Z star is less.
That's
than-
fine. Say it. It's okay. I make mistakes. I always hated those teachers that were like, I'm the teacher, I don't make mistakes. Shut the f, you do. So there it is. Where am I at? Oh, what'd you guys get? Let me see if I got this one right. Anybody else get something?
Negative. Oh, 1.2.
1.12?
Yeah.
By the way, guys, do you see what happened?
I know.
Guys, so it's obviously kind of easy to make a mistake, put the tail in the wrong place, but Abby had a perfect reaction. I got a negative Z-score, but my rejection region is over. Then you look back and make sure that I put the thing in the right place, right? And you're like, oh shit, I didn't. Okay. I like it. And so what does that mean?
You failed.
Yeah, we failed. Shibba. We didn't make it. So we failed to do these two things. Fail to reject the hoe. Fail to support the high. Which one am I going to use to write my conclusion? Yeah, because my claim was this, so I'm going to use, this language. Fail becomes we have not found sufficient evidence to support the claim plagiarized. Yeah, the percentage of people who watch dog shows is less than 22%. So we have not found enough evidence to support that. Yes, no, maybe so. And again, I know you guys want to get it perfectly right, try to memorize all this shit, but can you just tell me, on the picture here, where would the sample have to get to show me it really is less? It'd have to get in here, wouldn't it? Not only did it have to be less, it has to be less enough. So we didn't get there. So we didn't show evidence that it is less. That's exactly what we're saying. We have not found sufficient evidence to support the claim that it's less. We didn't. We didn't get far enough down. So what you say matches with what the shit just makes sense. Right? So I understand trying to memorize stuff, and that's fine. But just make sure that you can see why what we say is matches up with what makes sense, what we actually just did. Don't just memorize, because that's when you make really crazy mistakes. Just throw words in, please, dear God. I love people that are like, we have failed to not find insufficient. I'm like, whoa. I have to write this down and work this English equation out. Okay. So many negatives. Yes.
How long is the final gonna be?
2 hours.
No, like,
Oh, I see what you mean. It almost doesn't matter because you're only going to get 2 hours. So how long do we normally have for a regular test?
An hour and 15 minutes.
2 hours, basically, right? So it's not going to be any longer than one of our regular tests. So there will be certain things I can't put on there. So exactly which ones, well, we'll find out when I do that one. There's a page 1 and a page 2 of this.
No, I did this one right here.
Trying to figure out who's the efficient way to do this.
Okay, there you go.
Bless you. Didn't skip anybody, did I? Okay. Put down up. Hopefully those are the same. Yeah, oh man. By the way, that, you know Bronx Pizza, right? Everybody been to Bronx Pizza in Hillcrest?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they like put crack in their dough or something. Cause
What?
I was one of those. No, I'm joking.
Oh.
It's because I was addicted to it. I was one of these data points in this. I was the second to the last data point, so I was a hefty boy because I was eating all that Bronx pizza. Well, not just Bronx, but
216?
Dudular. Thanks for that.
You don't look a day over 175.
Okay.
Better?
That's fantastic. I'm 180 years old. And I weigh 3,000 pounds. All right. Yes?
I have a question on chapter 12. Like, how do you, it was just a general question, how do you identify if it's like significant from the R?
Oh, all right. So I always forget that section puts those kind of questions. I'm going to tell you, just like on the handout we did,
Yeah.
R has to be bigger than whatever, right? Like a .482 that was on that handout we did last time. I'm going to tell you the value that R has to surpass to be evidence that there's correlation. You with me? So in the homework, just, don't worry about that. They were using technology so they could cheat. Because if it asks you if it's significant, right? I didn't give you the table. Maybe in the future I'll remember to give you a little table, but I don't want to make it that much crap. So when it says it's insignificant, if it's obvious, like if it was 0.95, it's like, yeah. But if it's 0.3, like it doesn't seem like it. But on the test, I'm going to tell you what value it has to get over to show evidence of correlation.
Is number 9 extra credit or number 10?
9.
Oh.
9. 9 is the one that gives you 2 samples, and that was chapter 10. Holy shit. By the way, you noticed on the grade sheet summary, hopefully some of you guys are aiming for more than just passing. I try to put down there, add so many points to see what you need for a B minus. If you add that many points, so if you look at the very bottom of your grade sheet summary, I'll tell you what to add to see what you need for a B minus, and then you can add that same amount to see what you need for an A minus. And I think it's roughly 8 or 10 points somewhere in there that you add to see what you need for something without a minus on it, right? You guys see what I'm saying? You could always come by my office.
What do you mean add? Like add what?
So you see on the grade sheet summary, if it says you need a 50 to pass, then you add, what was that I said to add at the very bottom? Add 30. Yeah, so add that on top to see what you would need for a B minus, not just to pass. You see what I'm saying?
A B in the final.
Whatever it says, yeah. So for you, yeah, whatever situation you're in, you would add this on top, because this is just a C. You add that on, you see what you need for B minus.
So is that Friday like the normal test, or does it have more percentage in it?
Because I didn't really put on the test.
Let me be a dork for a second. Only what it told you. But yeah, on the syllabus, it tells you the percentages, and it's 20 or 25%. By the way, guys, remember that floating percentage thing that I do, that whatever is your lowest score, or your test average, quiz average, or the final, whatever is the lowest grade amongst those three, I count for 5% less.
Cool.
Yes? Did you forget? Yeah, of course you do. On the syllabus, you can see it explained. Because the final is how much? 20 or 25%. So if your final is the lowest grade amongst those three, I count it for 20, and I count the other two for the higher. You see what I'm saying? Because one semester, it was like 10 years ago now, but I was like, the percentages I pick are at some point arbitrary, right? I know I want this to count more than that, but exactly how much more? So then I thought, what if I picked a way somebody would have passed if I would have picked the other way? That's evil. So now I just calculate it all the different ways. Yeah. Yeah, that's what you would be right now. Yeah. And this is what you would need in those situations. I'll allow you guys.
So it says I'm missing, I don't remember before, but always check out on it.
Okay. So again, like always, you can just, let me write it down. Got a little sheet of notes. If something's wrong on the grade sheet summary, just let me know. Because there are there actually, are you the unknown student? Is this yours? Do you use,
No, I don't use that.
this is somebody's chapter 3.
No, so like this is your.
I like it. I'm always like, whose is it? And they're like, is it good? Shut up. Did it get a high grade? If it's so, it's mine. Shut up. Let me see. Let me write that down. Where did I put you at? Here you are. So chapter 3, right, Julia?
Yeah.
All right. There's probably a little stack somewhere on my desk that I haven't thrown in there yet. Okay. Yes.
I'm in my grade.
Oh. Let's see.
I think it's just odd.
So anything that's not marked on the homework,
To
it's
make on the final.
fine. It's in
So,
there.
is it,
No, that's not how you do it.
did you already take test 3?
Oh, sorry. Rick. You gotta let me know. Anybody else need their stuff back?
So I think it's just this one. So these are accumulations, this one, all into one. We just add it to the bottom.
Are you sure that how you do it?
I'm confused, what do you mean add 30?
So watch this.
Instead of 35.2.
Here, right here, let's say you're in this situation, you need that on the final to pass. Add this to that to see what you need for a B minus. Add it again to see what you need for an A minus.
So I technically need a D to get a B. Is that what you mean?
Add 38.5 to that, that's not a G.
I'm at a 7,
No, add 38.5 to this.
to this.
So that would be like, what is that, 73 point or something.
Passing is C.
Okay, so like C.
So you get a B minus, and that makes sense, because, well, let's see, because right now you have a C plus, you see what I mean?
Yeah. Okay, that I get. I was like,
But-
that's
I think that makes sense, let's see. Hopefully that all came out right.
But you already have an A.
But I want it.
Like an APS.
Oh, yeah, that's right, forgot, that was in the best situation.
So I need a 7.
That situation, you have these, so to bring it down to B minus, if you get that, that would bring it down to B minus. Anything above that would keep it
Okay, so I'm good.
at a, yeah. Yeah. Oh, why did it come out on everybody's? Wait a minute. Oh, this is an old one then? Did you get the new one? Or did it says it on everybody's, right? Yeah. That might be older grade sheet somewhere. Yeah, there we go, see? This is the most current. Yeah, I forgot to change the date, so, sorry.
Oh, yeah.
The newest grade sheet summary has the add 38 point whatever at the bottom. They both say November 25th, but, oh well. Yeah, so whatever situation you're in, if you add this much to it, you see what you'll need to make on the final to get a B minus, not just pass. Yeah.
Yeah. Clear out this folder.
Oh, okay. I think there must be like a stack of chapter 3 stuff somewhere. All right. Three, four, okay.
It's like tennis, but you feel like you're in a Well, that's cool.
And 611, I did tell him and he'll give me back.
Oh, good.
But
I love it when I
he'll
do that.
still visit, yeah.
All right. 6.1 is good.
And then my test correction.
Yes, right there, sweet. So I don't know if you know this, but any class you take, at near the end of the class, you should ask, can I see in your computer my grades and everything? Because people have been known to put 86 in as 68 because we're all human. Right, so that's one reason why I do this, is so you can double check everything, keep me honest. I'm not trying to purposefully hurt anybody. I just need help to make sure I got everything that should be. Yes, that makes sense? Yeah, Monday's a normal day of classes, Tuesday is when finals start. So if you have a Monday class, remember what's happening for us though.
More review.
Yeah, I don't know what my other teachers are, no class on.
Say
I
what?
don't wanna see you.
Some teachers already gave their final exam, which is,
I think that's
like,
for
illegal,
schools
but-
that are shorter.
huh?
I think that's for, classes that are shorter.
No,
Really?
nope. Those are just, you know, part of me can't blame those teachers, but the rest of me is like, getting money. Yes?
It's the final is 20%, so if we got something higher than what we thought we might get hired, it'll be minus.
That's a neat question, so whatever you need
minus?
Yeah.
Yeah. if you
But
get-
yeah, I get it, but isn't it worth more? That's what I'm saying.
Yes, but it does like 25%. So if you
Yeah,
have,
the
like,
final is 20 or 25. It's 25% unless the final is the lowest of those things that you got. Is that what your question is? No.
I'm not asking about the final percentage, I'm just asking about the percentage of the exam.
If, with the grade you make. Okay, so never call it a percentage. So the grade you make in the final, if it's higher, you're gonna get a higher grade. Yeah. But, now listen, if you add 38 point whatever, you see what you need for a B minus. Add another 38, see what you need for an A minus. So everything in between those is basically B, right? Yes, okay, maybe, okay. If you want more specifics, you can always come to my office. You can sit there and look at the computer.
Is it possible to go with this?
No, read syllabus.
Do you have one of the shirts that says it's in the syllabus?
That's the one I need to get. Because my God,
I have so many
it's amazing.
professors.
People get that syllabus and like, that's nice, you make a paper airplane. Hey, how does this class work? I gave you the instruction manual.
I was just hoping for a possibility of it.
Huh?
I know the answer, but I was just hoping for.
Oh, I see what you mean. Alright. No stupid questions. Can we use the book for the final? No, I mean,
Yeah.
not a stupid question, but a quick answer, I love it. Can we work in groups? No. Can you give us the answers? No. Can you make it a fill in the blank final like some of the other people that work here? No.
Make it a multiple choice.
Yeah. Huh? You don't want me to make, oh my God,
No, I don't.
that would be your worst
Because all you do is
nightmare.
change the freaking decimals. And then you're
Dude,
like,
yeah.
no partial credit.
It's multiple choice, it's skip it, that's why. But then I could do a sketch on, that'd be great, man. Have time to do shit. Alright, you guys, if you're done asking questions, you don't have to sit there. But otherwise, sometimes you're like, I wanna stay when somebody asks me a question. And you just all end up staring at you. Alright.
Oh. Did you need the, you got the chi-square stuff, right? Yeah, okay. What's up, sorry? You need the answer key, you mean?
No, there was another,
Handout? Alright. So you got the chi-square chart. And then there's this one. Yeah, okay.
Can you like check later on, like, because I remember doing like, you said right here, like, I don't have a 3.1 through 3.4.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's a few people told me that. I think I have a
Yeah.
little chapter 3 pile somewhere that never got in there.
Yeah, because the only one I didn't do was 3.3. 'cause
Okay.
I marked it like that.
Alright, I'll take a look. Oops.
You remember how, when you were showing us like the studying people?
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.